Good to see you again, Kristen.
Okay.
Just as a recap from, I know the past sessions I've already told you this, but you do know that I'm a mandated reporter. So everything that you say to me is going to stay between us. The exception to that is if you depict that you want to harm yourself or someone else, or if you tell me about child abuse and neglect. We'll have a conversation about, what I'm reporting, but I will be required to report that.
Okay.
I will always let you know first, unless it is not in the interest of someone's safety. And then we'll try to be as open as possible with that. But if it is an immediate need to report, I may not be able to do that with your knowledge, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the last few sessions, we've kind of gone over your desire to be exercising and eating healthy. And you've talked a lot about like two different sides of it, that you're so busy now, but you really, really want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought today would be a really good day to kind of introduce an exercise.
Okay.
It's called two chair. I'm sure you've heard of it before, because I know this is your area of expertise as well. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to have you sit where you're at as yourself now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you sit over there as yourself in the future.
Okay.
And then I want you to kind of go over like right now how you're feeling about exercising and eating healthy, all of those details. And then maybe your future self, if you don't exercise and eat healthy, what your future self might say to you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why don't we really quickly go over like what you're feeling right now towards the idea of exercising and eating healthy.
Okay. Wait, am I talking to myself?
No,
now?
just
okay,
like
just
between you and
okay.
me, kind of where you're at.
Okay.
And we can.
Yeah, so I know it's still in the back of my head that I need to do it, and like right now, like I worked out on it twice last week, so that was a good step from the previous week.
Yes.
But then, so again, it's not necessarily a big priority at the moment, but internally, I need to do this, I should do this, I need to go home and work out, that sort of thing. And so I've kind of made steps to like get accountability with my parents and my sister. So I'm making small steps to get there, but it's just more kind of prioritizing my health in my life. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'll have you do is basically you're gonna relay that like you just did to me, because things have updated since we last talked. I know the last time we talked, you said that you really hadn't been able to do much and it was so busy. And so I want to be sure that you get that scope in talking to your future self.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying, this is how I feel when I exercise, this is how I feel when I don't. And then maybe your future self can say, well, this is how it is now, and I'm, however you want to word that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and my future self is if I haven't exercised or started eating healthy.
That's totally up to you.
Okay.
If you want to take the approach of this is what it would be like if I didn't exercise, and this is what it would be like if I did, that's up to you. You can have some freedom if you would like.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can do that, and then just switch whenever you're ready. I'll just be over here.
Okay. So I know that working out and eating healthy is important, and I know I feel better when I do it. It just kind of boosts my day and makes me feel good. It's a good stress reliever for me, and I've generally enjoyed working out, but it's just super hard and time consuming to go grocery shopping and to meal prep and then to plan a workout for the evening, so it's just hard to prioritize it right now. But in the back of my head, it's like, I need to do this, I should do this, but again, it's just hard to really prioritize it.
Good job. Yeah, you can switch if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay.
If you continue not exercising and not eating healthy, then your body is not going to respond very well. You have had health issues in the past, and so those will continue to get worse if you don't exercise. And like you mentioned, it was good for your health. It makes you feel better. It reduces your stress, and overall you're just happier throughout the day. And if you didn't exercise and you didn't eat healthy, then you would continue to feel miserable and kind of like you weren't good enough.
Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Take a breather. How do you feel? Happy, mad, sad, or afraid?
kind of like sad, just that like realizing those different things of how important it is, and then kind of what's happened in the past and getting to where I am today. But I mean, it was a good realization for it. So
Right. Right. So I'm going to point out a couple things that I noticed. I noticed that when you were in this position, you were a little bit more open, like you were just kind of, your stance was almost exactly like this. And you were very generalized in your statement. So it was like, you should, or I should, and I know that I, might. And when you were in that situation, you were a little bit like more postured. You were sitting up straighter, your legs were crossed, and your hands were together the whole time. So I don't necessarily know what it means that you were a little more closed off, but you were also very matter of fact.
yeah.
You were giving statements, not generalized. It was like, if you do this, then this will happen. So it seems like you're more confident almost in the future self. How'd you feel? Did you feel that?